This is Chelsea Willis with RebelSaga.com. We are here today with Rodrick Thorton at Comicpalooza. He is being featured in the Alamo City Comic Con booth, working on art and doing commissions, answering guest questions. As a matter of fact, he's working on a piece right now. It looks like it's a Sailor Moon. It's still in the blue pencil stages.
I'm sorry.
Um,
You don't want to talk in the person's voice?
no, it's fine. You're good. You're totally fine. How are you liking Comicpalooza so far?
It's pretty good this year. I'm just getting used to the layout a little more, but it's really good.
And this is not your first time at the George R. Brown Convention. I actually met you previously at OniCon. Do you plan on keep coming to these conventions like this here in Houston?
I've been coming to Comicpalooza since they first started, and for the last 4 years, I've been a featured artist here, and then several other conventions here and all over the country, basically. So yeah, I'll be coming to everything I can in Houston. Yeah.
And you founded a company called Angel Comics. It's based here in Houston, right?
Yes. It's go ahead. No, I was going to say, yeah, it's a company that I started back in 2005, and I launched it then, and through a lot of ups and downs, learning and the learning process of the business. Took a little hiatus for a while, but Angel Comics is coming back strong with new material, new artists, and everything starting in August. And we're going to go into the 2014-2015 launch of Angel Comics pretty soon. Yeah.
Are there any new or old titles that you're excited about bringing back?
Well, the title that we started with was Children of the Apocalypse. I started out drawing it, and I got a big request for it, and I wasn't able to keep it going monthly or even quarterly because it was just a big request and having to work in between. So I took a year off, and a year and a half, and turned it into a novel with a lot of graphics inside, in between the pages and the chapters. So that's going to be coming out. And then another book called Pretty Poison, and one other one called Alien Hunter, the Triune. Those will be released later in the year, around Christmas or the beginning of the year. But Coda is definitely coming back out, and it's coming out back out in force. You guys check out angelcomicsonline.com. We'll be updating everything at the 1st of June, and you get a chance to see some glimpses into what to expect from Angel Comics.
Okay. You're a very talented artist. Can you tell us how you got started in drawing?
Well, I got started back when dinosaurs were on the earth. I used to draw everything I would see on the farm. So I was raised in the country, and I used to draw animals all the time. And they saw that I liked to draw, so every birthday I got art supplies and different things like this. I went to school, took some art classes, but I was always learning more and learning faster, and it seemed like it was kind of slowing me down, so I started asking other artists to teach me, and different process, different techniques, and from there it just bloomed and blew up, and I really loved art ever since then. I stopped for almost 15 years while I was doing firefighting, and when I retired after I got injured, I started drawing again, and I found that it comes back. You just have to practice every day, and got my table, got it out there launched, and now I'm drawing all over the country, and it's the most amazing thing in the world how I can draw and get paid for it. Keeps you humble.
If you weren't drawing, what do you think that your career path would have been?
Well, I like writing, and I also like drawing. I'd strap something to my arm and draw anyway. But that and music. I like writing songs. I had several songs out during the 80s, back when, like I said, when dinosaurs used to roam the earth. And I think that's where I would be. I would be either doing music or art, one of the two.
You keep talking about dinosaurs. What is your favorite dinosaur?
Tyrannosaurus Rex and what else? Yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex and Allosaurus. Yeah. So yeah, I used to see those guys on a regular basis. No, no, Chris.
Hang out on the
Yeah,
weekends.
you know. When we say we're gonna run to the store, we had to run because okay. Let me stop. Cheesy.
I see that you have a League of Legends lanyard. Are you a big League of Legends player?
No, we met these guys when we were at C2E2, and I got a chance to see what it was about. I liked everything about it. I'm always looking for advances to get in where I can do some art for other people. So they were like, hey, take some of the stuff, so we talked back and forth. But I'm learning more about it, as a older gentleman, as you see, I refer to the dinosaurs all the time. I learn a lot, and a lot of young people. I like talking to them because I'm always learning something from them. They have a lot of creative ideas, and especially with the games and stuff like that. So,
with these games, do you have any favorite games that you like to play or that influence your art in any way?
as far as influencing the art, I like what they're doing with the new what is that one with the mechs? The new one that's coming out with the mechs on it. I'm asking a question. It's Titanfall. I really like all the artwork for Titanfall. I like the thing that I actually work with some of the people that color for the video game companies. So it's kind of like, okay, Rod, put your head down because you don't know all of the things. But I spend so much time drawing. I don't get a chance to play a lot, but I'm gonna try out the Titanfall game, and because it looks fun, you know. So I like that one and Splinter Cell, stuff like that. Tom Clancy stuff. Yeah.
Have there been any major influences in your life that may have gone unnoticed?
That may have gone unnoticed. I was going to say the major influence in my life was Frank Frazetta, about his style and everything like that. The other one was my art teacher, and which her name kind of slips me right now. But she told me that anything that you want to do, you just put your mind to it, and there's nothing that can hold you back. I had dyslexia when I was in school, and a lot of the learning things came harder. But she showed me something about how to do speed reading, how to focus my attention, and that allowed me to start to learn everything. And next thing you know, my mind was expanded, and I just started reading everything and trying to get all the information I could. It seemed like I couldn't get enough in. And I got a chance 15 years later to, actually it was 21 years later, I was with the fire department teaching a class over at elementary school, and she was still teaching art. And I told her that she's the one that changed my life. So that was something that may have gone unnoticed to other people, but she influenced my life a lot,
If you could go back and tell your young self anything, what piece of advice would you give yourself?
You don't know everything. Listen to people. You have a lot to learn, and everything that you know is not all there is, and all there is you don't know. So always keep yourself open to learn more, because even if you become the greatest artist in the world, there's always new artists and younger artists that come along, and you will learn from them because the way they approach things. And so it's just always to be open and learn more from every culture, every person that you ever meet, and that's basically what I would tell myself, stay open-minded and learn from people.
There are a lot of aspiring artists here today. Have any of them asked you for any advice, and if so, what was it?
I've had several come by and asked about what they could do to get better, and I said the main thing is practice your anatomy, and then you can learn to distort it and different things like this. Use models. All of the great artists always had models or drawing from reality, like the human models, different things like this. There's so many books out there that'll show you things, but you really just have to practice every day and ask questions. Keep your portfolio with you, because if you have your work with you, then somebody else can look at it and give you positive critiques. If somebody's negative about something, take what you need from them and discard the rest. And that's what I tell everybody. You draw like you draw, I draw like I draw, but I'm 1,000 years old, and if you keep on, you'll catch me, because one day I'll be gone. Yeah, so that's what I tell everybody. Every artist that wants to get better, I just say practice, and you know, never stop learning. Never stop learning.
Is there anything else that you might have to say as far as the art community goes? Any any projects that you're excited about working with anybody else?
I'm going to be working with Apple on one of his projects, Moonstrike, and I'm excited about that. I have some other projects that are coming out later this year to be announced, but because of the non-disclosures, I can't talk about them. But I'm looking forward to working with a couple of new artists that I met over the weekend that were interested in getting started. So I want to kind of teach them what I've learned about how to create comic books from scratch to finish. And so I'm really excited about that and seeing where Children of the Apocalypse is going to go this year. I'll be pushing that 1,000%, 1,000-fold, all Coda, all the time. And like I said, everybody come along and join the rebellion because we're gonna tear it up this year.
Well, this has been Chelsea Willis with RebelSaga.com at Comicpalooza. Rodrick Thornton, thank you. And
Thank you so much. It's been such a nice pleasure.
thank you. Sorry for